The story starts by showing an assassin named Thomas, clutching a firearm. He has now reached his objective. He scans his full hit list one after another. He calculates exactly where everyone is positioned, and if he strikes once, which way people might flee. Thomas is a highly talented assassin. In every assignment he has accepted until now, he has completed all the tasks. He never allows his prey to survive. Even today he behaves the same. Once he has scanned all the details, he shoots the first man. Then the other people begin fleeing, and Thomas keeps stalking them one after another. He has dispatched nearly all the people. After striking them, he moves closer to verify if they are still breathing or if they perished. When he verifies this, then we see a man who is still breathing, and he is concealed in the foliage. As soon as Thomas approaches his prey now, he fires, and the slug strikes Thomas's leg. Then he collapses. Thomas realizes that the person who is firing at him is a beginner. His precision is not that excellent. He does not utilize his long rifle and pulls out his handgun. And with one discharge, he slays that man. As soon as he departs, he discovers a shed here and wraps his injuries so that he can walk. After several hours, when he feels improved, then he returns home. At his house, we find his spouse, whose name is Ruth. Ruth is immobile. She cannot walk at all. And Thomas has a girl whose name is Marina. He desires them to always remain with him, but Ruth constantly argues with him. Thomas still tells Ruth, "Let's visit the coast. We will sit there and speak." But Ruth does not wish to go outside. So Thomas departs with Marina. For a long duration, they stroll on the sand. After a bit, Thomas stops under a tree. He discovers a bottle. There is a note in the bottle. After reading the note, he perceives that someone desires to recruit him. He has a fresh assignment. Then he gathers Marina and returns home because they are already behind. After reaching home, Ruth starts yelling at him. Marina attempts to clarify to Ruth, but she does not listen. Then Thomas instructs Marina to go inside. Ruth keeps yelling and he keeps listening. The next day, we observe Marina with her companion, whose name is Freya. They are strolling in the woods. After going a bit further, they observe a man whose name is Pa. Pa is very troubled. He doesn't perceive what he is doing here. In this bewilderment, he glances at them. Then Freya asks him, "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" After hearing these inquiries, Pa bolts away. Freya says that such odd people keep arriving in this woods. We should not pay excessive attention to them. As soon as they advance forward, they observe Thomas again, who is burrowing in the sand. Marina does not perceive this because even yesterday he was burrowing in the sand. They both watch intently at what Thomas is doing. Thomas discovers a bottle inside in which there is a note. After reading the note, Thomas leaves the bottle there. Then both the girls head there. They pull out the bottle. Then they discover that whatever note is inscribed in it, it is in a cipher. Could not be grasped easily. Then Freya captures a photo of it, and they return. The next day, Thomas takes Marina and heads to the woods. He has many containers in front. Then he pulls out his weapon and instructs Marina to aim at them. When Marina starts aiming, none of her precision is ideal. Then Thomas himself aims at them and also explains what is the method. After grasping these things, Marina is capable of aiming. But now she asks Thomas why he is instructing her to fire. Thomas says, "Yes, you keep practicing it. This thing will assist you to keep yourself protected, and in the future, you will appreciate me." Marina also trusts these things. The next day, when she heads to school, then Freya says that the note we grabbed yesterday, I am attempting to crack it, and finally, I have cracked it. When these individuals read the note, Marina discovers that it is a note to slay someone. That is, Thomas is going to slay someone. Both of them are shocked. Marina says that my father is not an assassin. This is certainly a prank. After arriving home, she observes that her parents are quarreling as usual. But today's quarrel is not taking the name of halting. This quarrel persists. And after a bit, Ruth says, I have been pondering for a long duration to tell you. Today I am finally telling you that from now on we cannot stay together. I am leaving you, to part from here forever. I don't even desire to see your face." After hearing these things, Marina sobs because she does not desire her parents to stay apart. But Thomas does not dispute much about it. The next day, he arrives to Marina to leave her to school. Then he clarifies to Marina that he will not reside at home anymore. He will reside somewhere else. But if Marina ever requires anything, then he is not far away. He also tells Marina that if there is anything in the world that is the most lovely, then it is Marina. Marina does not respond after hearing these things. On the other hand, Thomas departs from here. After a bit, he arrives at a stable because his fresh target is about to arrive here, whose name is Morton Miller. Miller is one of the largest gangsters in America who operates very large syndicates. Today, he has arrived here to view his horses. And Thomas also knows this, that this is the correct moment when he can slay him. Gradually, Miller arrives inside the stable. All his guards are positioned outside. 2 guards stand at the entrance. As soon as he glances at the horse, he observes Thomas with a weapon. Thomas fires straight into Miller's skull. The guards outside hear the noise of this shot. Thomas slays both of them. He assumes he has slain everyone. But there are many more guards outside who are now firing at him. Thomas bolts away. Whenever he gets a chance, he fires and bolts again. But now he is wounded, and the count of people in front of him is not falling. Their count is rising. After a bit, a slug strikes Thomas's belly. Then he gets even more wounded, but he knows how to deceive them. After a bit, he deceives everyone, and he arrives at his vehicle running. Then he observes that a constable is standing here. As soon as he observes this, Thomas stands up. The constable tells Thomas that the tag of your vehicle is missing. "Where is your driving permit? I want to see that document." Thomas says that some youths arrived who robbed my tag and my pouch. Now I was chasing after them, but I couldn't seize them. The constable departs. As soon as he departs, Thomas collapses because his state is very poor. Then he sits in the vehicle and starts moving again. But gradually his eyes are shutting. He is not able to see the path. He is taking his final breath. He does not perceive where to go. The next day we observe Marina, who is sitting in the center and awaiting her father, and recalling that her father and she used to relax here. She is not able to exit this thought. She strolls in the woods for hours and keeps thinking that her parents should not get split. She wants her parents to reside together. After a bit, she observes that Thomas's vehicle is standing in the middle of the woods. She does not perceive what Thomas's vehicle is doing here. Then she runs forward. After going forward, she observes that Thomas's corpse is resting in the vehicle. After opening the door, she collapses and starts sobbing. Now she does not perceive what to do. Then she calls Freya and tells her to arrive here as soon as possible. After Freya's arrival, they remove the corpse. Freya says that we should call the authorities. "Your father was shot." Marina says no. If the authorities arrive, they will increase everyone's troubles, especially my mother's. These 2 girls hollow a pit here. Then they inter the corpse. Marina is even more miserable. She arrives home sobbing and sobs on her bed for hours but does not desire to tell anything to her mother. After an hour, when she settles down, she goes to Ruth and asks what Thomas does and is he a foe. After hearing this, Ruth gets irritated and says that maybe you do not know the reality about your father. He is an assassin, and the entire world is his foe because he has slain countless people. And all the people he has slain, they all desire to slay him. Do you think I'm resting on the bed like this? It is all your father's fault, Ruth explained. He kept slaying people and people kept coming to seek revenge. Once some goons entered the residence and started firing blindly. Nothing occurred to your father, but the bullets came and hit my feet. Since then, I have been handicapped forever. I am suffering the penalty of your father's sin. That's why I despise Thomas so much, and he has so many quarrels. I don't even desire to see his face. Now Marina has grasped everything. Why Ruth despises Thomas so much and why they always quarrel. She has also grasped her father's business. As time passes, she starts gathering all her father's belongings. One day, a notification comes on Thomas's phone in which it is inscribed that he should go back to the same coast. He will get a note in the bottle. She reaches the coast. As soon as she pulls out the bottle, she gets a note inside. But it is ciphered again. She does not grasp these notes. She gets a container next to it which has a lot of cash inside. She keeps the cash and immediately calls Freya. When Freya comes back, they go to the shed where Thomas used to spend a lot of time. When they see the shed, they see all kinds of firearms inside. Marina had never seen these firearms before. Then Marina shows Freya the ciphered note and tells her to decode it. I want to know what is inscribed in it. Then Freya starts decoding it. After a while, she says the next target is a man named Oleg. Oleg's location is also inscribed here. Marina notes all these things. As soon as the next morning, she reaches that location. Oleg is in a very big office. He is the leader here. First, she speaks at the desk. Then she goes inside. Everyone knows that Marina is just a youngster. No one stops her from going inside. As soon as she enters the office, she pulls out her weapon. Meanwhile, Oleg comes out of the restroom. He sees that Marina is standing in front of him. She has a weapon in her hand. For a while, he doesn't grasp what is happening. Then Marina fires and the bullet goes straight to Oleg's chest. He dies in front of her. Marina slowly comes out in front of everyone. But no one suspects her. Everyone is looking inside the office, and Marina comes out easily. When she comes home, Ruth starts yelling at her. How did you get late and what were you doing outside for so long? That's when Marina puts the drugs on the table and the cash. Then she tells Ruth that Thomas has sent the cash and drugs. Ruth still doesn't know the reality. After seeing the drugs and cash, she settles down. The next day we see Poe at the coast. He also doesn't know that Thomas is deceased. He comes and pulls out the bottle from the sand and leaves with the name and location of the new target. He comes here 3 times a week. After he leaves, Marina comes and pulls out the note from the bottle. She gets cash again. After coming home, she starts decoding the note like Freya taught her. It takes some time, but in the end she decodes it. Now she knows the name and location of her next target. She wears clothes and reaches the cinema house. But she has not come here to watch the cinema, but to slay her target. After the cinema starts, when everyone is busy watching the cinema, then she pulls out the weapon and puts a suppressor in front of it so that no one hears the noise of the bullet. She slowly goes behind the seat of her target and fires 2 bullets with which her task is over. Then she comes out very easily. As soon as she reaches her father's shed at night, she sees Freya standing here. After seeing Marina, she is amazed and says that you never go out alone, especially at night. Where are you coming from? Then Marina tells her the whole reality, that now I have to manage this house. After Thomas's death, now I have to do everything. Otherwise my mother will die because my mother can't walk. She can't do anything. That's why I started doing Thomas's work. No one knows the reality that Thomas is deceased. I have slain 2 people so far. After hearing these words, Freya keeps looking at her for a while. But in the end she grins and says, "You are a very courageous girl. I am with you." They both reach the coast the next day and again pull out the bottle. They get the name and spot of the next target. This time Freya also goes with Marina. After driving for a while, they reach the spot. Then Marina gets out of the car. While getting down, she tells Freya to start the car. As soon as I come and sit, we will depart from here. Then Marina reaches the door of her target. As soon as the door knocks, a woman opens the door. This is Marina's next target. That woman thinks that Marina is her daughter's companion. She speaks to her very kindly. Then Marina pulls out the weapon and fires at this woman. But her aim is wrong. Then she starts running. But that woman's son is behind her. In the end, he grabs her and says, "You are a girl and you are firing. Who sent you here?" Marina says that I don't know anything about her. I have never met her. Kal tells her to depart. If I see you around here again, I will call the authorities. On the other side, we see Poe, who is with his leader. His leader scolds him and says this time Thomas's target has been missed. I don't think this is Thomas's work. He never leaves his target. Go and find out who went to slay that woman. Then Poe departs. The next day he reaches the coast again, and after keeping the note in the bottle, Poe hides in the foliage and waits for someone to come. After a while, he sees that Marina has come. Marina pulls out the note and takes the cash. Po also knows the reality. After going home, Marina decodes the note. Then she gets the name and spot. Now she is ready to slay her next target. She reaches a parking lot and starts waiting for her target. As soon as her target comes in front of her, she starts running. Then Po comes and grabs her. When Freya sees this, she comes to save Marina and starts running. Then Po fires at her and the bullet hits Freya's hand. Marina immediately takes her to the clinic. Freya is wounded but still breathing. For a long time Marina sits here and finally comes home. After a while Po comes here with a lot of his men to slay Marina. He still doesn't know who Marina is and who her father was. When the bullets start firing, Marina gets ready. She has her father's blood inside her. She has been practicing. She is ready to slay people. She slays everyone one by one. Po is amazed. When he can't win in the end, he grabs Ruth and tells her to drop the weapon. "Who are you?" Then Marina says that she is Thomas's daughter. As soon as she says this, she fires at Po in the head and Po dies. As soon as morning comes, Marina digs a lot of pits. She buries all the deceased people. Ruth is looking at her daughter. She has accepted the fact that her daughter is just like Thomas. And she is proud of this because she knows that Thomas is deceased and Marina is working for him. After a while, Marina goes to Po's leader and fires at him in the legs and tells him not to follow her. "Because of you my father was slain. Now I am going to follow his footsteps." She departs from here and this film ends here.